Let me tell you in a business perspective why the manufacturer wants you to use 0W20 instead of using 5W30 on these VR30 engines. If you thought cost cutting, then you are right, because 0W20 is way cheaper than 5W30 when you go to the store and when they buy it in bulk, because it's a lower viscosity than 5W30. Now when you sell these cars to people brand new, there's normally like free maintenance for 5 years. So basically Infiniti gets the cheapest oil, which is 0W20, and with that free maintenance, they recommend customers doing like very long oil change intervals, like 10,000 miles, 15,000 miles, so they could pretty much just cheap out the whole way through the maintenance. Yes, 0W20 is better in colder environments and it helps the startup of the car in cold environments. But with 5W30, it will definitely help the performance in hotter temperatures, and when you're driving the car hard or if you're tuned, that's the difference. Another reason they wanted to use 0W20 is due to fuel regulations and emissions. So they wanted to create a car that was more fuel efficient and produce less negative toxins through emissions. So that basically means the environment is more healthy or whatever. Personally, as an owner of this car, I would like to say I would recommend doing shorter oil change intervals and using 5W30, because as you know, when you're pushing this car hard, it could get very, very hot. And you gotta make sure the engine stays lubricated. So I'm gonna leave with this final note. This car is notorious for having horrible blow-by, which could possibly cause sludge and oil sludge buildup in your turbo, in your engine, which will cause big damage down the line. So that's why I recommend doing shorter intervals, and the 10 to 15,000 mile intervals is absolutely ridiculous, because whenever you pull your oil dipstick and I drain my oil is freaking black every time, and I change my oil every 3,000 miles. So imagine me doing that every 10,000.